Booyakasha. Wayasa liki liki yawangagat. Respect is important. But the sad thing is, there's so little respect left in the world that if you look up the word behind me in the dictionary, you'll find it's been taken out. So if this show teaches you anything, it should teach you how to respect everyone. Animals, children. So, to all you lot watching this, but mainly to the normal people, respect. West Side. No diggity. Check this out. I is with none other than my main man, Sam Donaldson. Him be the boss man of ABC News. And today we is chatting about the media. Let's talk about when the media actually changed events in politics. Does you remember when the two journalists brought down the government over the scandal of Waterworld?
Well, Watergate here.
Well, I think it's Waterworld, and you're confusing it with Stargate.
Well, are you talking about when we had a president named Nixon?
For real?
And there was a burglary at a complex called Watergate.
There ain't no connection between this and the bloke from Dances with Wolves.
No. That's where I thought you were going. Waterworld was a very bad movie, in my estimation.
No doubt. Why don't they make that clearer to young people?
That's what we're doing. That's what you're doing.
Respect.
Congratulations.
What is bias?
We all have biases, meaning we have an idea of the way things are without reference to what we actually can see.
So, how does you stop journalists putting little words in that is hints of how them actually feel? Like say, yo, today President Bush, who is a dong, talked about the economy. Would they be allowed to say that?
Well, you could say that, but if I were your boss, I'd fire you.
But how does you stop the journalists giving over their opinions just by their body language? Saying, yo, today President Bush, and then go, spoke to the vice president, you know.
If you did that, I'd fire you. I couldn't stop you, but I'd fire you and you wouldn't be on the next day going, No.
So, has a journalist ever been fired for being biased and doing things like that?
I don't know of an American journalist who's done things like that.
So, what does you do when there ain't nothing that's happened in the news that day?
There's always something that happened.
But if it's a bit of a boring day for news, does you sometimes make a headline on the newspaper saying, war begins?
Well, if there's no war that begins, but you say war begins, no one's going to buy your newspaper the next day because they'll be on to the fact that you don't know what you're talking about.
But you could always put on page 2, war begins with a W. Or that is how you spell it, isn't it?
Yeah.
For real, so you ain't lying. But everyone would buy your paper because no one else is reporting on this. Yo, so let's get the one with all the war thing in it. Wicked. Oh, it begins with a W. I knew that, but let me read some other thing. So, does people get their news now more from telly or from newspapers?
Television in this country.
Ain't the problem with newspapers that after about a week, the news is well out of date?
Oh, they are. You buy a newspaper every day to find out what the latest news is.
Well, you don't need to buy it every day.
What do you mean you don't need to buy it? You don't need to do anything except pay taxes and die.
Yo, well, you don't always have to pay taxes. I know I ain't. But
is this a confession right now?
No.
Should I call the law?
No, because I don't, because of, it's a complicated thing. I can't really chat about it here, whatever. Right. Yo, so let's talk about...
Call the law. Go ahead.
Yo, no, don't.